Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Masterpiece Lounge. It is always exciting to come and bring you another awesome segment where we talk about business and life and just how that can definitely push our life forward. And today is no different. And all right. And so, yes, today's no different. And we have an awesome guest who's here with us today. We have Miss Brianna Rhodes. Welcome, Brianna, to the Masterpiece Lounge.
Hello, thanks so much for having me.
It is our absolute pleasure. We are so excited, guys. Brianna is a lovely entrepreneur. She's a writer, and we're going to get into her story today. And so, Brianna, for those watching who don't know, who've been living under a rock, who is Brianna? And I know that could be a complex question because there's so many aspects to who you are. But tell us, if you had to define who you are, how would you do so?
Yeah, so who is Brianna Rhodes? Well, I am originally from Kinston, North Carolina, and I currently live in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, or people say the DMV. And I moved up here to pursue my master's in journalism, and I've been up here ever since. And if I could find like words to describe who I am, I would say that I'm like a writer, editor, journalist, storyteller, a lover of Black culture and history, like I think I said a journalist, but most importantly, a Southern Belle. So those are the words that describe me.
I love it. Okay, Southern Belle in the building. I love it. Absolutely love it. So I wanted to ask you, when did you become passionate or even interested in writing? When did that start for you?
So I became passionate in writing in high school. I was in an English class where we were assigned to read a book called Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. And I absolutely fell in love with that book. Not only did I love it, it's because of the main character, Janie, but it also talked about the journey of Black womanhood. And the way that Zora Neale Hurston wrote that book in like Black American Southern dialect, it was so authentic to me. And I was like, if she can do it, I can do it too. And it stuck with me ever since. And that's why I am, where I am today.
Oh wow, I love that. That is awesome. And so I love that you found passion in reading and then writing, right? And sometimes people forget that they do go hand in hand.
I do.
So what would you say is your favorite type of reading? Do you prefer books or just do you prefer maybe magazines? Do you like reading or writing articles, or is just books your thing, or are you a Kindle girl, like, or do you need to fill the pages?
I love a good old book like to hold in my hand, but I am a big fan of like African American literature. And I also like writing blog articles and even helping my clients write their books. So it ranges, but as long as it focuses on like my interests, I love everything that when it comes to reading and writing.
Oh, that's so good. I love that. I love a good story.
Yes.
How important is it to tell stories? Is there like a strategy to telling a story? And how even more important is it to tell diverse stories?
Yes, it's important to tell stories because I feel like everyone has a story to tell, and someone can learn from their own story. So the process of writing a story, it's a long process, but it also comes with just the idea of living. Living every day, you have a new chapter or a new story to tell, and that all comes together in that process. And I think that diverse storytelling is important because I have always made an initiative to focus on Black communities, minority communities, because they tend to be overlooked and overshadowed in mainstream media. And I kind of consider myself like a grassroots journalist because I like to be on the scene. I like to really tell the stories of people who are actually living with the issues that people talk about on a daily basis. So I think it's so important. I made it a priority in my career to talk about people, in their lives, and I hope to share their stories and help people understand that this is important, and I hope it resonates with them too.
That is so awesome. And I can definitely relate and connect with you. I also studied journalism and communications in Miami some years ago. And so I feel like there's definitely that connection there. So I love to write as well. And then I kind of tapped into like the broadcast journalism side. And so I get to be in front of the camera, so to speak. But always, always, nothing beats telling a story, right? Writing and expressing yourself in that way. So that's wonderful. Can you tell us about your company, Roads to Writing Agency, and how it came to be?
Okay, so we're gonna take it back to 2017. That's when
Hmm.
I graduated from grad school, and with my master's in journalism. And a few months later, like I didn't had no intention of like have becoming a freelancer, but you know, God works in mysterious ways. And I got my first job working for Blavity. And with that experience, I was able to take on different freelancing roles, like for the Griot and nonprofit called the National Trust for Historic Preservation. And I also work for Johns Hopkins University. And during that time, I had people reach out to me and they were like, Bree, can you look at my resume? Can you look at my cover letter? Can you write this article for my website? And a year later, I was like, you know what? I think I need to launch a business. So that was 2018, but it took me a while, and you know, the courage to officially launch. And I launched on April 8th, 2020, and with my original name, which was Brianna Rhodes Writes, and I was advertising as a solopreneur. So by the end of 2021, in the beginning of 2022, I said I want to expand and rebrand and pivot. So I always had my business to offer writing and editing services for businesses, creatives, students, and more. But I wanted to expand to focus on diverse and multicultural storytelling and also offer new services as well. So I officially relaunched on February 22nd of this year, and it's been an amazing experience. I've also been able to coach other writers, tutor, etc. So it's been an amazing experience, and I've been able to help people with their blog posts for their website copy for their business, and it's been great, and I can't wait to see where everything takes me in the future.
Wow, that's awesome, Rihanna. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I love how you talked about, you know what, I want to start this business. I started this business, but I think I want to pivot. I think I want to make a bit of a shift. And your mindset was on expansion. And that is so
Mhm.
key. You know, you
Yes.
said, yes, I could do this alone, but I could also do more. Right. And so let me grow in a way and set things up in a way because I'm thinking about the future. I'm thinking about a team. I'm thinking about, being able to train and teach other people to do what I do so I can multiply myself. So listen, you are a visionary. You are an entrepreneur. You listen, you are an expansion specialist. I'm adding to all your titles. And I think it is amazing.
I appreciate
Absolutely amazing. So I'm super excited for you. That is awesome. I love that you did that. You said, wait a minute. Okay, let's think a little bigger. And that is awesome. And to have somebody like you just to push the message forward that our stories must be heard in our own voice
yes.
from
That's
our perspective. That
hmm
is so awesome. So Brianna, who's your audience? Who do you help? I know you said entrepreneurs. Is there a certain industry that you work with, or is it just open up to writers? Who exactly would you be assisting at the Roads to Writing Agency?
Yeah, so it's a range of clients that I have. Like I said, it's solopreneurs to corporations. So, say if it's a small business who's trying to just get exposure, I'm there to help them with their website and the content that needs to go on there, or their blog posts if they want to continue to get more traction in that way. I've helped people who want to write books. I am there supporting them every step of the way, whether it's brainstorming, outlining. I'm there. I've had clients who wanted just to be tutored, figure out how to write articles in a more efficient way for their audiences and just to get their message across. And one thing that I'm offering now is DEI writing, which is diversity, equity, inclusion. So I'm on the mission to work with corporations. I have in the past, like a tech company called Blue Prism, and I work with a company called HubSpot. And what I do is talk about the importance of diversity, equity, and inclusion within the workplace, as it comes to and relates to employees, but also for consumers. So I think it's important for consumers to see themselves through corporations or their products and to be able to tell their stories in that way. So it's a range of services, and I'm there every step of the way, like I said. And it could be writing, editing, tutoring, whatever you can name. I'm there to be like I say, I'm their biggest cheerleader. So that's who I help.
Awesome.
Hmm.
Awesome. So, guys, listen, if you've been thinking, dreaming about planning to, let's say, write a book or create that website, and you're thinking, I'm not that strong of a writer, there is no excuse because we have Brianna who can help you with that. So, there's no excuse, guys. It can get done. And I just want to share this really quickly, Brianna. We have Mildred who is proud of you and the work that you're doing. So I wanted to make sure we gave you your flowers while we have you and share that with you.
Thanks so much. That's my mom. So hey, mama.
Hello. That is awesome. So we love it. We love the support. We just love that because it's great work. Absolutely great work, especially in the DEI space too. That's amazing because it's so important. And we know that diversity is being attacked in different ways. And so it's important that people are felt, they feel seen, heard, because it's just important that we all can have our voices heard in the writing, in the workplace, through our businesses. And so that's awesome, the work that you're doing. And how do we get in touch with you if we're thinking, hey, listen, I work that needs to get done. I need to book a consulting session because I'm ready to do this. What are some ways you can get in touch?
You can get in touch with me in many ways. So on Facebook, you can reach out to my company, Rose to Writing Agency LLC. So I want people to know it's Rose to Writing or HODES. And it's kind of a play on my last name because I believe there's different paths to writing. So you can get in touch with me that way. On Instagram, Rose to Writing. I'm on LinkedIn under Brianna Rhodes. And you can visit my website at rosetowritingagency.com. So either way, I'm here and I'm here to support you, like I said, in every way.
Awesome. So, guys, I just want to make sure that you capture the website that's currently on the screen. And like Brianna said, you can definitely get in touch via Facebook, Roads to Writing Agency LLC, and also Instagram, Roads to Writing. Okay, so that is the handle. Want to make sure that you guys capture that so you can get in touch with her because, listen, she is making a difference and we want to make sure that we can connect and partner with someone that we can trust, that understands who we are, that understands our voice, that understands our perspective, so that our messages can get out there. We can definitely convey the right messages. So that is amazing. Brianna, thank you so much for taking some time and hanging out with us today in the Masterpiece Lounge. We are so excited to have you here as a guest. Though it's your first time, we don't want it to be your last, so please come back. Please come back. Guys, make sure you connect with Brianna. And also, if we're not connected, connect with me as well on all social media platforms at Chrisnatha. And we'll be back here, same time, same place next week. And until then, be well. Take care, everyone. God bless.
Thanks so much. Bye, everyone.